Hello and welcome to Experience Fulton Healthy Aging, a podcast for and about older adults. I'm your host, Ladisa Onilagu. You're invited to experience this wonderful county and the people who are making an impact in the lives of older adults. We are all aging, so why not do it in the most engaged and healthiest way possible? So let's get started. We're talking about one of our important programs and services provided through the Department of Senior Services, and that's the Neighborhood Senior Centers. We have 14 across Fulton County, and joining me is a special guest from one of our centers, Palmetto. Miss Eloise Gilbert, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Well, was so impressed to learn about you and to meet you recently and to understand that you go to our Palmetto Neighborhood Senior Center.
Right.
Tell us about what you do there, your experience.
I've been going to the Palmetto Center ever since before it was even built. I used to go in there and do a lot of quilting, sewing that way. I'm always up walking. Right now, I go in, I make coffee for everybody.
Okay.
So.
Excellent.
Keep being friends with everybody.
Okay.
She can get walking.
So when I first met you, I pulled up and I saw someone walking. And thought that might be Miss Eloise.
Right.
Tell our listeners how many times you walk, how frequently.
Before there was a guy come up here and measured around the parking area, and then walk around it 5 times. That would make a mile. And I get out there, weather permitting. I do get a mile every morning.
Oh my!
So I did. I'll go down and make 2 to 3, and I sit down and rest a minute. Then I'll get up and I'll do the rest of it. But all in all, I do get my mile in.
Do you get it in every day, or is this just once a week?
Just as weather permitting.
Weather permitting. Okay. How do you get to the center?
I drive.
Okay.
I don't live but about 3 blocks away, but I drive.
Okay.
And anywhere else. I drive over there and back.
Okay, and you've been going there since you said it before it was built.
Oh yes.
So where was the center before Fulton County Commissioners allocated funding to build that center?
It was over. I think they called it Church Street, but it was in an old school building.
Okay.
And that's where we were going. I went there for about a year and a half before the new building was made.
Yes.
And then we moved in over there. Okay. So that was nice. We had a nice big opening ceremony and getting a corsage to go in. And I still have that corsage at home.
You still have the corsage?
I still have that corsage. It was
Okay.
a big red carnation, like a big red carnation, big thing.
Yes.
It was real nice. So it was real good. At least we went in there, and doors open. We didn't have to open doors, nothing else. Walk in, everything's open, automatic. It's a nice place. I enjoyed it.
Yes.
And like I say, I go in every morning now and make coffee and help wait on everybody that needs to be waited on.
Yes.
And
Why is the center important to you?
it's important to me to give me, I guess, fellowship with other people. I'm around somebody I can talk to, walk with, or anything like that, you know. So it means a lot to me. It's all company.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a nice, I could be walking around inside our parking lot, in our parking area, but it tripped. I fell one time and broke my leg.
Oh, no.
And so I don't walk inside there anymore. But I'll go in there and do craft work.
Yes.
And they make pictures of us doing different things, you know, craft work.
Yes, ma'am.
And I don't do as much now as I did So, but
Yeah.
I try to stay as active as possible.
Okay. One of the reasons why I wanted to talk about our neighborhood senior centers and its importance is because we commonly talk about the importance of avoiding isolation.
Mm-hmm.
When I met you, you said something that just really touched my heart, that you come to the center because that's where your friends are, and if not, what would you be doing at home, or how do you feel if the center wasn't there?
The center means everything to me. Is to get up, have some place to go, something to do. When I'm at home, I'm all by myself, I put things off. Yeah. And I work sometimes, and then I quit some by myself. I just work whenever I feel like it and let it go. And that's the idea of, I don't like being by myself all that much. That's the reason the center means so much to me, to going over there. And I love it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And we love you being there. Let's talk about again how you get there. Our listeners and viewers may not believe it. And when I was younger, I was taught to never ask a lady her age, but you've given me permission.
Oh, yes.
To talk. Will you share? Because I know no one's going to believe it, but will you share your age?
I am 98 years old. I was born July the 5th, 1926. Now come July, I'll be 99.
Awesome.
So, and I'm still grateful that I can walk. I'm not using no crutcher, no walking cane, but I always have to hold on to rails and watch what I step.
Yes.
And walk careful. But
amazing.
I'm amazed that I've lasted this long, since I'm the only one in my family that's left. And
so you kind of said, Ladisa, I just like being a part of the crowd. I don't like standing out.
Right.
You share this is your first interview, podcast interview.
Right.
And when I was talking to you and my dear friend and colleague Brandy introduced us, I thought you would be an inspiration to anyone listening or watching, because you are an example in so many areas. Let's talk about the walking and a recent accident that you had. And I believe it's because of your fitness you were able to rebound. But will you tell us about what happened with your hip? Did something occur with a fall and breaking your hip?
I was at home. This was one night, and I had turned out my lights and was fixing to start and go upstairs to go to bed. And all of a sudden, I fell backwards. I felt like something or somebody pushed me. That's the way I felt. And I fell backwards, and I noticed I could not move my left leg. So the only thing I had to do is go back, reach and get that cell phone, call 911. So I talked to her and told her that I had fallen and couldn't move my left leg. She said, "Oh, well, hold on, someone's on the way." I said, "I don't know how anybody's going to come in. I can't get up and unlock the door."
Yes.
But somehow or another managed that window was unlocked, and I didn't know it. But anyway, the policeman come in and got to call him and says, "Where are you?" And I said, "Well, I'm back in the back." So he come back in, turned on the lights, and found me. And so, of course, they called the paramedics, and they come got me and carried me to Grady. And so I was there 5 days, and then transferred to rehab.
Okay.
So I was there for a month, and then back home. But when I'm back, I just do everything they tell me to do.
Yes.
So they've been experienced on teaching me how to walk, what to do, and how to do, and I did.
And now you're back to...
I'm back going strong again.
Amazing.
So when somebody knows what they're doing, and they tell you, obey, follow their orders, and you come through.
Okay. You have a little bit of experience with Grady. I understand you used to work there.
Yes, I retired from Grady, but I was in communications for about 24, 25 years. And I enjoyed that. I worked all different shifts, and that was enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
It was not strenuous, but it was great. It's something to be busy. I liked it, and I'd like to still go back and work some more, but they won't take me back. So you're too old.
No, they should take you. We have a lot to learn.
I enjoyed it. Grady was always good to me, and like I say, I can always recommend them to anybody.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You've got an interesting story about an unwelcome visitor in your kitchen.
Oh, wow.
You want to tell us about that?
I was sitting there at my table. I was eating my lunch. And all of a sudden, the Lord just appeared to me to look and see. And there this snake was coming up over my dryer. And I said, Lord, I can't have that. And so I got up, and I worked, and I seen it got down, I got around. I stepped on it.
Oh, no.
Right there behind his head. And that's whenever I reached over there and got my pair of pliers, grabbed it by the head, and squeezed it, and holding that snake up. But I don't know how it got in there. I looked, and I looked everywhere. I don't see how it could have possibly gotten in there, but there it was for sure. And so I guess the Lord was with me. I got it, and it didn't bite me.
You sure did.
I got it.
I don't know if I would have been able to do that, Miss Eloise.
When you're alone, you do a lot you don't think you're going to do.
Okay.
It's there. You got to use your own judgment.
Yes.
And do the best you can.
Okay.
So that was it. And if I
That's a
stepped
story
on it that way, right behind its head, then I reached to get the pliers and grabbed him by the head and squeezed it, killed it.
You sound like a shero, a superwoman. So, well, let's talk a little bit more about the programs at the Palmetto Neighborhood Senior Center in Palmetto, Georgia. There's some type of sport or an American pastime that you and your peers at Palmetto play. What is that?
Yes, we have quite a few different activities going on at the center. Some of it is just in a walking track around the building. Others, they got the dance group, got dances in there. And one of the main things that I enjoy now is so we're playing baseball. It's called Empire Inside Baseball. And we get it up on southern stage. We got this board set up, and then you throw your ball in it. So whatever you get it, that's what you do. You run the base. We will go around all the bases.
Oh, my.
So that's a lot of fun. And, of course, we have art classes there, and they got one there, drawing pictures,
yes,
coloring pictures. Also, they have different crafts, they come in to do different things.
Mm-hmm.
And so, of course, we got all of it for sale. If anybody wants to buy it, please come to Palmetto. We'll sell you anything we got there.
That's right.
It's really nice because we got plenty of quilts,
yes,
plenty of jewelry, things like that for sale. So,
and you're right. I remember
a lot of items, and
yes,
so we advertise to come to Palmetto Center and buy.
Okay.
Come on, and got all that stuff we got on hand.
And I can attest to what you're saying. The minute you walk in the door, all of the items that have been made or created are right there.
Right.
The quilts are very interesting to me because I still have mine from my grandmother.
Oh yeah.
And you and I were talking about just the technique it takes and the time. Do you still make the quilts, or is there anything changed?
I don't do the quilting myself anymore, but I did for years. Did a lot of that quilting, and but it got arthritis in my hand and everything else. It got where I just cannot twist or pull, do all that sewing anymore. Although I do like it, but I can't do it.
Okay.
So, I mean, everything's out there. I've looked and seen that I did part of it.
Yes.
And we don't have a quilt in right now. Just got finished one out. So.
But you're an example of going, if you can't do one thing here, what I've learned in just this short time of knowing you is your spirit of perseverance. Mm-hmm. And you're going to do what you can do and keep moving. And I think that's inspirational to anyone listening. That's
one thing I always did like to do, and I always did like to help other people.
Yes.
And do for them. And there's one girl there, she's 94. And I'm waiting on her, you know.
Goodness.
I give her coffee every morning, and at lunchtime, I go around and I pick up her lunch and take to her. And have mine, and then get through, throw the waste away.
Yes.
So, trying to help others, anything they need.
That's what's important to you.
Yeah, it is.
And we were talking about age, essentially just being a number. I was sharing with you a favorite movie of mine and my mom's, Sound of Music, and the oldest daughter singing. I'm 16, going on 17. You're 98, going on 99, but you shared with me that that's not what you think about. What age do you believe?
I feel like I'm more back in my 30s and my 40s.
Okay.
I don't think of myself as an older person.
Yes.
Because I'm still doing a lot of things, and I always look at other people and think, well, how blessed I am to do what I am and walking without anything else, no help at all. So that's good. And so...
Yes,
it's a blessing.
It is, and it's a mindset. What I'm hearing too, and so we have individuals at the centers, but they're not focused on age or the aging process. This is about living life and living life to the fullest.
Right.
Do you have any words of advice to share to anyone, or anything that has helped you in life?
Well, really nothing advice other than to try to help people is walk, hold yourself up straight, walk nice, walk like a...
You told me a model.
Yeah, it's like a real model.
Yes.
Hold yourself up straight, walk tall, and speak plainly, show compassion to other people, love on everybody. So it's just like a family to me. Everybody around there, I like them.
Yes.
I don't know all their names because we got some new ones, people there. But we like everybody. Go up and give them a hug. They're just somebody else, just one of us. And it's worth it. I enjoyed it. And just to have lunch out there.
That's right.
$1, can you believe it? $1, it's well worth it.
Awesome. Okay, very good. And that I'm glad you mentioned the lunch, because a part of all of our neighborhood senior centers in Fulton County provide a congregate dining experience. It's where everyone sits together, communes, fellowships, and enjoys a nice meal.
Right. Yeah, they do give a good meal around there. Sometimes some things you don't like, but you can always leave it,
That's right.
But it is enjoyable. Every day you come through there, you have a coffee every morning, and then for lunch you come through, you got iced tea, you got a meat, usually 1 to 2 vegetables.
Yes.
Sometimes it's just a salad, and it's good. It's all worth it. And like I say, just $1.
Just $1.
That's it.
Has life thrown you a lot of curveballs in the game of baseball? And if so, how have you navigated and gotten to where you are today?
No, I still take my activities mostly in walking. And I do get up there and do playing that ball, have that activity there. That's really all I do there, because nothing else to do. they've changed everything around so that it's all different.
Okay.
But it's worth it. It's all worth. I enjoy every bit of it.
Yes, ma'am. There's one other story that you shared with me before we wrap up, and I'm thinking about the importance of socialization, being a part of someone's life, and how something very small can make a world of a difference. Does the time 10 past 7 o'clock mean anything to you? 10 past 7, does someone call you 10 past 7?
Oh, my niece calls me every morning at 10 minutes after 7 to make sure I'm okay. Every morning that. And so then I talk again at night whenever she gets home from work. Yeah, that's got to have that telephone call every morning. So it's always good.
Thank you, Miss Eloise. Do you have anything else to share with me before we close out today's show?
I don't know of anything else, really. Just having fellowship with everybody and going around. I enjoy being in a crowd. I don't really especially like being singled out, you know. Just being one of the bunch. That's the main thing, is being one of the crowd.
And that's okay. Well, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you very much.
We hope you've been inspired and encouraged by today's discussion. Yes, we talked about the Palmetto Neighborhood Senior Center, but you also got to learn about a face there, Miss Eloise Gilbert. It's important for you to know that the Department of Senior Services is here for you, to support you in your aging process. Make sure you give us a call if you have any questions at our star line, 404-613-6000. You can also email us at seniorservices@fultoncountyga.gov. You can also follow us on the FGTV YouTube channel. Make sure you share this video with people that are following you. And join us again next time as we talk more about experiencing Fulton healthy aging. Take care.